Hello, everybody. My name is Sharon Bonney. I'm the CEO for the Coalition on Adult Basic Education, COABE, and I'm delighted to be with you today. I have some slides, as you can see. I'm just going to walk you through a few great benefits of membership in COABE. As you know, our mission is to inspire educators so adults succeed and communities thrive. We do this through leadership, professional development, advocacy, and communication. And I just want to give a big shout out to some folks that you may know. Michael Matos, who is your regional rep, as well as Erin Vibornik, who is the new Students as Leaders coordinator. So we're very excited to bring her on and really excited to be working with Michael all these years on our board of directors. But then there are also some lovely ladies here, Marcia Taylor and Kathleen Dorn. Marcia is your current state advocate for adult education fellow, and Kathleen Dorn is the mentor for the SAFE Fellowship. And you might ask, why is that so important? Well, we saw unprecedented activity during Adult Ed and Family Literacy Week. And I want to stop sharing my screen for just a second so I can go into this website and show you just how amazing it was. So we saw some just phenomenal work taking place. And I just want to give my hats off to these wonderful ladies who did so much. This is our Padlet. This Padlet showcases all the great work that was taking place all across the country. When I click into Arkansas, I can see Senator Terry Rice received the prestigious COABE Legislative Champion Award for support of Arkansas. I can also click in here and I can see that Governor William Asa Hutchinson of Arkansas issued a proclamation for Adult Ed and Family Literacy Week. So I just want to say thank you so much to our colleagues there, to Marcia Taylor and to Kathleen Dorn, and to so many of you that work so hard to do that. Because we know when the governor and when your legislators are acknowledging Adult Education and Family Literacy Week, that means that they're acknowledging the great work that you are doing. I want to encourage you that if you have done some work at the local level, send us your photos, your videos, your press releases. Tell us about your legislative visits. Send it into media@coabe.org. We want to receive them. We'll add them to the Padlet. And we're going to be putting together a wonderful, innovative collective impact report that you'll see shortly. So if you were doing some work at the local level, send that in. We want to hear about it. We are continuing to fight for the COVID billion, as we call it. This is really to fight the impact of COVID on you at the local level. We know it was very difficult. I hear constantly from local program administrators and teachers that it really set them back to have to go from the brick and mortar setting to the online setting. There was enrollment issues. There's all type of spacing issues, additional staffing needs, and so much more. So we are working together as a field to really get the funding to fight against that impact. I also wanted to mention the Digital Equity Act, because many of you have heard that there is a lot of funding out there. And COABE has been in this space for many years. We've had a digital strand at our conference for 9 years. We held a DEI symposium with a digital equity component as well. We have published a digital equity and technology edition of the COABE Journal. I personally attended a meeting at the National Governors Association where there were 12 different states represented, that the governors had sent the state staff specifically to talk about putting together really good state plans for how that funding will be distributed. I wanted to mention that COABE has recently sent out a form to the field. And if you've not received it, just email us at info@coabe.org. There's a reason why we've sent this form out to the field, and that's we're hearing from would-be potential funders, such as T-Mobile, that has the $10 million initiative that would fund us, but they need to know how many adult ed programs out there don't have the Wi-Fi or devices that they need. How many adult ed programs are serving as a distributor for Wi-Fi and devices? How many families and children in these programs don't have what they need at home for broadband access or for devices? So if you would just take just a few minutes to fill out that form and send it back to us, that would be great. We did provide a webinar for state leaders through a partnership with the National Skills Coalition, and we also continue to be a really strong advocate. We work with legislators all the time on the digital equity Act, and we are submitting comments to OCTAE and to the feds, really working to make sure adult education is represented, but we want to make sure you're represented at the local and state level as well. So join us. We have a meeting on the 27th at 2 Eastern Standard Time. I want to encourage you to share that data form widely and join us for the specifics. Today we have OCTAE's EdTech department that will be joining us. Next, I want to mention the COABE conference. We will be providing a complimentary registration to attend COABE 2023 in Atlanta, Georgia, and I hope you'll be able to attend. We will have 400 plus concurrent sessions, a beautiful exhibit hall, and just so many opportunities to network. So please think about attending. We believe we're going to have close to 3,000 in attendance. So it's a really great way to meet up with a lot of colleagues across the country. COABE continues to work on this national study. It's an alumni study that will really seeks to gauge the return on investment in adult education. So what do we mean by that? We know intuitively when we're helping our adult learners that we're changing their lives. They're changing their lives through adult education. We're seeking to really quantify that. How does it impact their health? How does it impact their children's literacy? How has it impacted the types of jobs they've been able to get? Have they been able to get into community college? How has it impacted them getting off of maybe welfare, those sorts of things? So we're going to be publishing a pilot study very shortly, and then we have this longitudinal study. So I mention this because your local program can be a part of this study. There's no fee, and in fact, there's going to be a lot of prizes and incentives available. So I invite you to join us for that. Your graduates of your program can join us as well. That's open enrollment, and again, there's prizes and incentives for that as well. So we do have the Students as Leaders initiative. I mentioned this because there's 3 really neat opportunities. The program Succeed When Learners Lead incentive grant. This is where we're really incentivizing making sure that adult learners have a seat at the table at your local program. We have a Students as Leaders conference strand at the conference, and it's free. Conference registration for adult learners is completely free. And then we also have free membership for your adult learners. All you have to do is send us the list. We'll make sure that they are then able to take advantage of some of these other opportunities I'm going to mention as well. I wanted to mention that we have the Move Ahead with Adult Ed. This is an award-winning initiative where over 2,000 local programs have gotten on the map, and that we are then able to leverage Google Ads to help potential adult learners find your program. And we know by the Google Analytics that these ads have been viewed more than 5 million times. We believe on the very conservative side that we've helped over 200,000 adult learners find local programs. So if you have not gotten on the map yet, we encourage you to do so. And I should also mention here, when I go back one, that there's a lot of free tools as well on this site, on the Move Ahead with Adult Ed campaign site, that you can access and use at the local level as a local program administrator. Next, we have the award-winning Educate and Elevate National Public Awareness Campaign. Through this, we were able to stave off over $108 million in funding cuts. We also have the Behind Every Employer. This is where you can put your local program on the map so that local employers can find you and they can work with you. And we also have the podcast as well for the Behind Every Employer initiative. We've been working on the Center of Excellence in Apprenticeships, and this is where we are really working together through the Department of Labor to help local programs to develop registered apprenticeships partnerships. So be on the lookout for more information there. So I'm going to stop sharing. Just really want to encourage you to take advantage of those benefits. We work with Google, IBM Skills Build, Amazon, and Tyson. Go to our website. You'll see a number of strategic initiatives that will help your adult learners to get jobs and help your local programs to meet your metrics. So again, Sharon, Bonney with COABE, thank you for all you're doing at the local level. I hope you have a wonderful conference. Bye now.